presidente Obama de la acción diferida. Ha traído muchas preguntas, muchas dudas entre la comunidad y como todo el mundo sabe, CNG Imports es amigo de la comunidad. Nos preocupa qué es lo que pasa con ustedes y hemos tenido el honor, mejor dicho, de invitar al señor Mark Snyder. Welcome to the show, para que nos resuelva algunas dudas, algunas preguntas de lo que significa, las consecuencias, el costo, quiénes califican y quiénes no califican. Mr. Mark Snyder, we're going to go to the first question that will be, ¿qué es la acción diferida?
Well, deferred action is a program that was executive order by President Obama, which will entitle people from the ages of 15 to 31 to be able to get a work permit in the United States for 2 years, with the potential for a 2-year renewal at this point. You will need to be able to show that you've been in the United States since June 15, 2007, and you continuously reside in the United States through June 15, 2012. There are other issues involved, whether or not you qualify, such as what your criminal history is if you have one, and whether it's a serious history. But you'll also be required to document that you have been here since June 15, 2007, and that you are at least 15 years old. There is another exception to the rule where you can be under 15 years old, but that involves whether or not you have been in immigration court proceedings.
Muy importante saber toda esta información. Si usted tiene alguna duda, alguna pregunta, puede llamar a las oficinas del señor Mark Snyder, que están en la parte de abajo, sin ningún compromiso y sin ninguna obligación. Pero vamos a preguntas también muy importantes. Mr. Mark Snyder, the question is, who can and who cannot apply? ¿Quién puede y quién no puede aplicar a esta nueva legislación?
Well, again, as I said previously, you're going to have to be able to show that you are 15 years old, you are in the United States, and you entered prior to June 15, 2007. You will also have to show that you've not been convicted of any crimes that are considered serious crimes or 3 or more misdemeanors. You will also need to show that you were here continuously from 2007 through June 15, 2012. You will also need to show you're in school. Whether you're in school now or whether you graduated high school or you have a GED program, there are other various options available for people, whether they're in it now or will apply before they make the application for deferred action.
Muy importante decirle a la gente que el señor Mark Snyder tiene toda la confianza y la credibilidad de la comunidad, tiene más de 20 años trabajando en todo lo que es tema criminal, todo lo que es tema de emigración. Y algo bien importante que la gente tiene que saber es que más del 90% de su clientela básicamente son hispanos. Y también algo muy importante que agregar es que Mr. Mark Snyder es una persona que no le va a agarrar su caso si es que usted no califica. Así que siéntase en la seguridad de llamarlo, hacer una cita, visitarlo para que el futuro de usted y de su familia cambie muy pronto.
Grabando.
Otra de las preguntas que recibimos aquí a CNG Import fue ¿cuáles son los documentos que nuestros jóvenes tienen que presentar para ser aprobados o calificados para esta nueva legislación de acción diferida?
There are various documents you can use to show that you've been in the United States since June 15, 2007, such as you may have entered with a visitor's visa, so you have a passport with corresponding I-94 or I-94 waiver form. You should be in school or may have gone to school at that time. School transcript, of course they need to be certified to be validated. School transcript. Medical records can be used, immunization records can be used, W-2s, check stubs can be used. There are a whole plethora of documents that can be used. It's important to do the best you can and provide as many documents as you can to show not only that you were here as of June 15, 2007, but you'll need to be able to document you continuously reside in the United States and you were here on June 15, 2012 as well.
Next question will be about the concern that the government had about, fraud, this and that. Okay?
Grabando.
Algo muy importante que la gente tiene que saber, y es más, el gobierno lo ha oficializado, es acerca de la preocupación que tiene sabiendo que hay muchos notarios, muchas personas inescrupulosas que pueden tomar su caso sin tener la experiencia necesaria. ¿Qué nos podría decir Mr. Mark Snyder referring to the concern that the government has about the fraud in this situation?
Well, they made it clear on the application they're concerned about notarial fraud. The concerns are that there are specific requirements for people to file for deferred action, and if those requirements aren't met or people aren't aware of their qualifications, they will be submitting applications, potentially placing themselves in removal proceedings. So it's important to be careful when you go to a notary that those issues are there. They don't necessarily know all the rules and regulations, and the government is very concerned about it. It's also important to understand that another problem is that there are a lot of attorneys out there who have no experience in immigration field, and they may not be qualified either at this point to be helping people out with applications for deferred action. So you should be careful about that. There was a history back in 2000, 2001 where lawyers jumped on board thinking it was a matter of just filling out applications. What ended up happening is people were making the applications, they were either not properly filled out or the people just weren't qualified. They spent a lot of money and didn't get what they were looking for, and in some cases ended up in removal proceedings. So you want to be very careful that whoever you choose to hire to help you with this matter understands the risks that you're taking, make sure they disclose those risks to you, understands the new order and the ability to file and whether you actually qualify, and explain it to you before they do anything.
The next question will be about the cost. Okay? Bueno, ya luego de que usted habla con un representante o con un abogado que usted escoja a su preferencia y ya sabe que usted es elegible para calificar para esta nueva acción diferida, queremos saber cuáles serían los costos que incurrirían en la persona que aplique.
Well, the costs associated with deferred action is there's a $380 filing fee for the work permit that you need to apply for. Whether or not you get a work permit or not, you have to file the application and the corresponding $380 fee. There's also an $85 fee for biometrics. Both fees are required. It totals $465. If you fail to file the fee and the payment is not written out properly to the Department of Homeland Security, you run the risk that they'll just send the paperwork back and you'll get stuck in a line all over again.
5-4.
Muchísimas gracias, Mr. Mark Schneider. We know that the space are limited. You know, a lot of people, you know, have a lot of questions, a lot of concern, and making a lot of appointment. What's the message that you want to tell the people that have a lot of questions and they want to go to your office, you know, to submit the application, but first of all, know if they qualify or not?
Well, I want everyone to know that as a courtesy to our good friends at C&G Imports, we have made a point of extending our office hours. We think it's important for the Hispanic community to understand whether or not they qualify or not for this, and we want to make sure that if they're going to spend their money, that it's spent properly. So they'll come to our office, we'll make a point of sitting down with them, bring their documents, and we'll let them know whether or not they actually qualify. We always feel bad when we have to say no, but we'll always be straightforward and tell you if you don't qualify, you don't. We don't want to place you in removal proceedings because a poor application was filed when you didn't qualify. So we look forward to seeing with you. Please give us a call and we'll make a point of scheduling you for an appointment with us.
Muchísimas gracias, señor Mark Schneider. Los teléfonos aparecen en pantalla. Usted puede llamar en este preciso momento.